lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.
So there's parts of the wrap that started to lift when I pulled the wrap off. They're pulling this wrap off caused this wrap to come up, as you can see here. So I'm going to try and save this. I'm going to cut a line a little bit further back and try and get this lifted part to go back down. And because it's no point of pulling it off. I mean, it's already paint protected film, so why go spend more money? I would rather have a little bit of this not protected than taking off the whole thing. So as you can see, I actually already did a cut, so this is just leftover adhesive. So I'll use some Goo Gone, and honestly, unless you really are looking, you can barely see the line. So I am totally fine with that. So far so good, but underneath right here we had some paint come up, so unfortunately, thankfully it's on the bottom, but still it's just kind of unfortunate. This is the last part of the bumper. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth, I hope. You're pulling. Look at that. Man, I went from matte to freaking sparkles and all that flake. Took a long time to get this done right because I wanted to keep this clear, bro. No sense of spending money when you don't need to. And the bumper is now finished. Gonna clean that up and it's nice and smooth. Adhesive being left behind was very minimal. Extremely minimal. And inozetek did an amazing job on not leaving adhesive behind. Absolutely wonderful.
Day 2.
So it's day 2. I've got lights set up. We're going to unwrap this car all today. Bumper's already done, as you guys have seen. That went pretty damn good. So even with bird poop on it, we're going to go ahead and knock out this whole side. Hopefully it should be, I'm hoping, pretty easy. It is 55 degrees in this garage. It's 38 outside. Not ideal at all, but I've got my heat gun. Let's see here. Boom. And you can see what time it is too. See how long it takes me. So let's get into it. All right, so first part of taking off wrap is taking off these pieces. So basically you have these little pieces here. You want to use a pry tool. And obviously I open the door and use a pry tool, pop this off. Next, and this is the pry tool that I used. I got it in there, popped it out. As you can see, they wrapped all the way to there, so that was needed to happen. And then to get these door seals, if you didn't know, you just take your pry tool and you pop up. There's a little clip that's right there. And then actually at the end here, there's another one. This one's a little bit tougher and I will need to use my both hands with this one. But basically, kind of pulls right up. As you can see, they properly wrapped it all the way around there too. So, yes sir. So this has been an experience. I got this off, got here, it pulls off the same way. Here, I broke it on accident, but thankfully it's repairable. This damn thing has a bolt that goes through it, and I did not know. I did not know at all. So, and then it bolts in from behind. Thankfully it's repairable. I'll glue it back together. It'll go back in. My trim panel will be good to go. Whew. Okay, update so far. Got this whole fender done. I want to keep this black, so I had to kind of remove and then kind of slap it back on. I actually had to cut here. So far it's coming off the way I want it to. There is still red in here though from me doing the whole blood thing. So gonna figure out a way to get that stuff off, but I really wanted to keep this black. I think it looks really nice having it black. Like I said, don't fix it if it ain't broke. I don't want to go spend money on this when it's already done. You know what I mean? It looks good. It gives it that deeper look, like it's wide body. My kids thought it was wide body when they first seen it because of this. So, because when you take it away, it all just blends in. This gives it that, you know, that look. So, yeah. Okay, update. I started the side skirt, which is amazing because I don't have to take it off so far. So we've reached to the point where I have to open the door, and pretty much, I mean, I'm basically just heating this whole thing up and basically just pulling. Actually, let's see if I can do it real quick while I'm on camera. Try not to keep this thing on one area. Just keep it on that one spot. And basically, this is all that I'm doing right here. So now that I have done that, I'm just doing one hand. Normally I would do it with two. So now I'm gonna reheat this area because I've already done that section, and it's gonna be the same until I get here. And then I'm gonna open up this back door and then get there and then work on the doors. And the doors are they're flat, so they shouldn't be hard to do. I started at 147, it's now 318. So we'll see how fast I can get this done, because now I know about this and the clips and stuff like that. So, and I'm not touching the hood, the roof, or the trunk, because the roof is black and I want to keep those things black. Like I said, why mess with it? Don't fix it if it ain't broke. But basically I'll keep pulling until I get there, and then we can start the quarter or the doors or wherever we want to continue. I'm not too sure why, but I got these little rock chips that I'm seeing that are actually pulling off with the wrap, and I don't know if they're just rock chips or what, but I am gonna need a touch-up pen just for those. Hit these little teeny spots. Nobody will ever freaking know. Also, one spot that I did notice was scratched here on the bumper, so I'll hit that up with some touch-up. Definitely didn't see it in the wrap before, but not a big deal. Only reason you guys are gonna know is because I just told you. So even if I didn't bother with these, you really wouldn't know unless you look real close. These two are kind of obvious, but definitely getting a touch-up pin for some of this stuff. So around the handles, so I have this little pick tool, and I was actually able to go underneath and kind of yank that up without touching the paint. And you get a hole in there, and then you pull it, and then you can get it with your hand. So I'm very surprised I'm able to pull around these without actually taking these off. It's pretty awesome. I had to take these off, but everything is going pretty decently besides these little speckles. But honestly, this little piece here, I'll get that out, probably take a pick and pull it out again. So this is a handy tool. This plastic razor has been pretty good to me. Okay, I'll show you how this comes in handy. So you can get behind certain seals. So like I got behind this one, and that little piece that was stuck there, I actually just got behind it and I pushed it out. Well, it just fell out, but I pushed it out to the point where I could actually grab it and then pull it. That way I don't have to take off the door handles. The roof rails on this is pretty easy. If you pry, you're going to break them. What you do is you take a card, and then this is the front of the car, so you push forward and then you'll hear them unclip. Towards the back there should be, actually nope, it's on mine, it's in the front. There's a little clip that you have right here, so you take your pry tool and you pry that up. But how these clip into place are, there's these little clips here. These little things slide forward, and then they slide into place. But for now, that's how they come off. I'm leaving the roof black, like I said. And I know how I'm going to take that off. So the roof was wrapped very well as well. Like I said, they wrapped pretty damn well here. But having those out just helped a lot on taking that piece off there. So I'm going to leave that there. Once I get it off, I'm going to put them back on and go about my day. So far, we got all this done. Got these back in. I never noticed how tacky that was. So, got all the way back down here. This is the fun spot that I've been wanting to do here. It's the only like real part of the blue I really got to see the whole time the car's been wrapped. But it's time to take that off. Big difference. Whoop-bam, whoopper, whoop-bam, whoopper. Having the right temperature, especially leaving it outside, that helps so much, because this is just not the way that I thought it was going to be. If you had it outside in like 90-degree weather, even 70-degree weather, because it's 60 degrees in here right now. Well, you can't see it, but it says 60 degrees. But just with the sun factor, like baking down on it, it would probably be a little bit more than 70 degrees or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely needed. Having the sun and leaving it outside is definitely needed. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, but I'm just going to be consistent on it. Got half the car done. I think of it this way: I've got 2 more doors to do, a fender, a bumper, and a side skirt, and I'm done. So then you got a clay bar, take all the adhesive, glue on it. There's a lot of work. It's still not done, but we're getting there. I'll take y'all along with me.